What's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On. Now, when you think of scary moments in video games, you probably think of games like Outlast and Friday the 13th.
But not all of the scariest moments are from horror games. So here are some of the freakiest that we found.
Boom. First up is PubG. Now, they say that man is the most dangerous animal of all, which is insane when you think about it because have they never seen a hippo? Those things are scary, but if there's a game to prove the deadliness of man, it's PubG. I mean, it's full of them, all jumping and ducking and running around in their underwear. 100 of you are stuck on an island, and well, there can only be one winner. For me, there's nothing like a tense game show format to bring out the worst in people. Just look at contestants on Pointless. PubG is scary enough at the start of the game when you have to scramble around for weapons before your 99 opponents get their hands on one and shoot you in the face. It's just as tense soon after when the electric field starts shrinking, aka the blue wall of death, and you have to outrun it before it starts zapping you. And good luck if you get caught up in the randomized red zone where bombs fall like C4 raindrops. But the end of the match is the most finely fought experience that you'll ever have. As the numbers whittle down and the playable area shrivels, by now everyone's rocking tooled up assault rifles and level 3 helmets and military vests, and there's nowhere to hide. I know I'm hiding it well, but I'm actually screaming inside. Hold on, let me see if I can die here. Yep, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. They fell into my trap. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to happen. I'm the real winner. I really am.
Sometimes the simplest games are the most stressful. Take Geometry Wars. The simple gameplay of shooting down brightly coloured shapes is hypnotic and gripping, and as you progress through the level and the screen gets more and more insane, you will definitely feel the controller slipping out of your sweaty hands. Whilst its name may sound pretty chilled out, pacifism mode is actually a torturous experience. How it works is this. It's a shooting game that takes away your guns. You're a helpless, glowing spaceship trying to get by in a world that wants to chew you into neon space bits. To keep alive, you've got to lure your enemies through these gates, which will take them down. To start with, this is fairly manageable and is actually quite satisfying, like being an intergalactic sheep herder. But these sheep don't play nice. The longer the level goes on, the more enemies appear and the more difficult the waves become, leading to this horrifically stressed out mess of colours and shapes. Trying to navigate your way round the map whilst a swarm stalk your every move is horribly stressful. You have to balance keeping away from them whilst not wasting a gate on a group of enemies too small, whilst not flying into the end bits of the gate because they kill you too. It's manic, defenseless, and a total juggling game of death. How long can you stay alive on pacifist mode? Let us know in the comments below.
Okay, you'd think a game about playing as a super-powered super agent wouldn't be that stressful. You could jump higher than an Olympic high jumper on steroids and run faster than an Olympic sprinter. And look at me, not worrying as I shoot everyone with the ease of an Olympic clay pigeon shooter on steroids. But there's one tense bit in the game that towers above all others. And that's this bit, climbing the agency tower. It's the height of nerves. It's the tallest structure in the game, and if you choose to scale it, you're guaranteed a wobbly stomach. Upgrading your ability beforehand is a must, as the distances here require thighs of granite and the springiest of tendons. Soon after you start, you realise this tower was never built to be climbed. It's not like there's a path to the top lined with handrails, there's the sense that you shouldn't really be up here. Imagine what all the office workers must think when they see you out of their window. The ledges get more precarious as you ascend, and you have to clear huge distances between the various outcrops as Pacific City buzzes down below, unaware of the crazy guy bouncing around like a big flea. And here I am at the summit. This is my Everest, my grey concrete Everest. I can really fight crime from up here. Crime? Can you come a bit closer? You're quite far away. Oh, what the hell? What goes up here must come down. Bombs away!
Super Meat Boy is the king of making you sweat buckets. Any game which requires intense skill, concentration, and fast reflexes is automatically going to put you on edge. One sweaty slip of the stick and all your careful wall jumps will have been for nothing, and your gross, fleshy meat man will be turned into mince. Grim. Super Meat Boy is one of the most difficult platformers out there. You've got to grasp the physics quickly, making sure your timing is perfect, all the while avoiding spinning blades, fiery balls, exploding bombs, and all manner of torture that wants to see you resting in peace. So what happens when you master the Meaty Boy and complete all the levels? Well, how about trying out Dark World, the ultimate stressful, sweaty hell? Dark World gives the normal levels in Super Meat Boy a hellish makeover. Remember that level where you mastered that wall jump and gained victory? Well, now there's added spikes and death and murder in the way. As you get closer to the added fireballs, which have a ridiculous jump timing that'll see you turning into a crispy fried meatball, it's impossible not to start screaming at the TV. Will you finally time the jump properly, or will you meet your painful ending yet again? If all the action replays of our demise are anything to go by, there were a lot of painful endings.
For a kid-friendly game, Minecraft is spooky as hell. And there's one terrifying moment in here that happens to me loads. That is things chasing me. It's horrible. I can't deal with things chasing me, whether that's a bee, a picnic, or an actual axe murderer. A perfect example of this lies in the Minecraft creeper. It always picks the worst time to strike, like for instance when I'm carrying a load of stuff. If it kills you, you don't just have to suffer the indignity of death, but the pain of losing all your gear. I'm talking precious rocks that you've mined, swords you've slaved over, and loads of delicious food. The creeper doesn't even want it, they just don't want you to have it. And it's not just creepers, it's skeletons, spiders, zombies, and endermen. It's an especially bad experience when the sun starts setting. You've just escaped from a particularly treacherous mine, and all you need to do is get back to the safety of your base, drop off your loot, and kiss your pigs goodnight. But darkness is coming, and you start hearing moans, and before you know it, a whole creeper family is on your back. The creeper may look like a moldy sponge, but it's got the killer instinct of a wolf.
Cuphead. Just the very sound of those two syllables is enough to send shivers down your spine. I used to enjoy a nice cup of tea when I wanted to relax. Now I scream when I see a mug. This game is pure evil, but nothing gives me the fear more than the final stages of a boss fight. Each fight is incredibly punishing, catching you out with intense, fast-paced attacks which require lightning speed to dodge. Your only judge of how far you are through the fight, aside from a timeline on the game over screen, is the form of the boss itself. When you spend hours learning to dodge every attack for the boss to unfold some new hidden form, your heart races and your adrenaline spikes. Like when you've spent ages attacking the soldiers of a candy castle only for the castle to attack you. Or the moment two frogs suddenly transform into a freaking slot machine that spits pennies at you. Or when a genie grows 10 times larger and throws the pyramids at you. Or a giant blue blob who looks like he's about to die and then decides to crush you with his own gravestone. These are nasty stings in the tail, made all the scarier by the lack of checkpoints. I mean, it took me this long just to get to this stage. If I lose now, everything is at stake. I'm so scared of the bosses I'm currently facing that I don't know if I'll ever make it to that third island.
If you bump Forza 7 up to simulation handling, it's as gut-churning a horror experience as they come. Picture the scene, you're on the last lap of an epic endurance race and you're leading the pack. Everyone else isn't far behind and you're getting nervous. What if you clip a tyre bank? Or what if you overshoot a corner? And what if your cat walks over the Xbox and rips the wire out? All that time winning would be for nothing. You don't get a percentage of the win based on how long you're in front for. That's just not how winning works. The closer you get to the finish line, the more nervous you get. A glance in the rearview mirror shows your competition inching closer and closer. Corner by corner, they shave off seconds. They're doing the car equivalent of whispering, "Don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up," right into your ear, only it sounds more like car engines. If you manage to maintain the lead until the end and cross the finish line first, you're left with a feeling of relief like no other. And if you crumble under the pressure and crash, you have to watch the pack you've been beating for the majority of the race leave you in the dust. Oh well, at least you can knock the difficulty down and turn on replays. That's the good thing about Forza, you can make it as scary or non-scary as you want. Try beating me now, I can control time. Suckers.
Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that Sonic Mania in general is a scary time. Yes, it's fast-paced and can feel a little bit overwhelming, but I wouldn't say it was a level of tense that was unbearable. Apart from one particular moment that has been stressing out gamers for 26 years. What if I was to mention water? What if I was to go... Feeling tense? Sweaty palms yet? I am of course referring to the dreaded moment that Sonic starts to drown. From early days on the Mega Drive to recent water horrors on the Xbox One, Sonic has left us on the edge throughout the years. The fear starts when you spot the dreaded wet blanket of hell that wants to steal your soul, the old H2O. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what makes the water segment so awful, then allow me to break it down for you. There are chunks of the level that see Sonic submerged deep underwater. The catch? Hedgehogs can't breathe underwater. The thing is, the music that plays whilst you're starting to suffocate is horrible. It's high-pitched and a nervy countdown that draws ever closer to Sonic drowning as he stares at you with his horrid dead eyes. Air bubbles will give you a few more seconds of life, but they can be hard to find when you're panicking. No words can describe the stress of getting stuck on a tricky platform underwater, knowing that there's no way you've got enough air to get you out of your watery grave. This is honestly scarier to me than Outlast.
Next up, Rainbow Six Siege, and there's one good reason it's got my nerves all racked up, and that's for its excellent use of environmental destruction. The unique selling point about Rainbow Six Siege is its very breakable terrain. Matches involve one team holding up in a building and the other team storming in and dispatching them, or at least trying to. It's a setup that results in bucket loads of tension, not least because someone can bust through a freaking wall like a bad burglar at any point. For my money, players on defense usually have the worst of it. Each round starts with a bit of setup as they lay barbed wire, traps, barricade walls, and drop C4, and after that comes the waiting. Usually, waiting in games is boring, but here it's absolutely dripping in tension, especially when you start hearing windows shatter down the hall and footsteps outside. Where are they going to come from? The floor, the ceiling, my pockets? Are they going to emerge from my pockets? I'm freaking out. You've got lots of ways to prepare yourself, such as crouching behind mini barriers and this heartbeat sensor here that detects human pulses through walls. When they finally storm in, it's not only the doors and walls that shatter, but the relief too. It's a wonderful payoff. Wonderful and completely nerve-shredding. And that makes Rainbow Six Siege so very immersive and also so very hand-trembly.
Hitman is all about keeping a cool, calm, not to mention bald head. I mean, he's Agent 47, the man who can become anyone, silently murder everybody, then disappear in a helicopter into the sunset. He's the definition of class and skill, except when I'm controlling him, of course, and he's just a bit of a mess. Whilst Hitman can be quite a stressful game in general, whether it be trying to pull off the perfect murder or dealing with the police if you get caught, it's got to be the elusive contracts that get my pulse racing. If you're not aware, an elusive contract is a unique mission that only appears once. You can't find your target through instinct mode. The only way to track them down is from a few clues given. When a new target is added to the game, you have a limited time to kill them, so the pressure is on. The real kicker is this. If the mission ends in any way, then the contract is over and can't be retried. Yep, you only have one chance to nail it, and if you mess up, then it's gone forever. This pretty much has to be the definition of a stressful gaming situation. No matter how tense a game gets, you can usually try again. With the elusive contracts, you'll be so nervous anytime you do anything remotely risky in case you blow the whole contract forever. I feel stressed just saying those words. I've never appreciated the restart option as much as I do now.
So there we have it, some of the scariest moments in video games that aren't horror games. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do make sure to let us know what your favorite was down in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos.
And make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and check out last week's list feature whilst you're at it. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.